All right, people. So let's get straight to it. We're gonna start off with XRP. Now, I'm a point. I just made this video to point one, not one. Well, point a few things out, but they all they all have something in particular in the same. I'm gonna check XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Why? If you go to the daily, you can see this perfect box. I call it the three candle box. One candle, two candle, and three candle. Normally, if the third candle closes inside or still inside of this box, invisible box that you do not see here, that move is still active. Now, the moment the next candle keeps rejecting the same price that the third candle start rejecting and closing on down there, especially on forward candle, whatever candle it is, it's telling you the market is gonna most likely start retracing on down. But what it'll do then, what you gotta pay attention to that last third candle is that in the four candles, let's say, for example, we're in daily. So on the four candles, you would check to see where it was at. If it was breaking halfway through it, then to me that indicates you, hey, this is your fake out move where it'll seem like it's falling down, but halfway through that um, of that candle. So of the daily, that time will be your 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock ish, whatnot. Then the market then is gonna start correcting and really start hitting where it's going. if you if you go to your forward candle, you will see it was doing that. So here, the main candle was where the three candle boxes at. It's right here. So notice how it was breaking on down earlier throughout the night. Now you're seeing this move getting back inside. Why? Because it's important where these candles close. Time is very important. It's not just about price but it's really about time. Cause you gotta milk it, right? Just like when you go to work, when you got shit to do, you gotta make it seem like if you're doing something. So the market tends to do that. They'll milk it. They'll make it. They have to make it move, right? It can't just be in one price the whole time and go down 30 minutes. The other one, they have to, have like a flow. It has have a rhythm to it, and whatnot. So what they'll do is they'll do that. They'll fake you out. It'll come back inside, close the 4 hour candle prior to the last one of the day, or of that candle. For example, today we close at 5 p.m. So this 4 candle by your your 9 o'clock need to still be right underneath it, or at least inside. That way, the next 2-3 hours can bullshit and then start going back up slowly and whatnot. If you see right here, we started it, so we closed 5 p.m. We closed 5 p.m. Again, another 4 hour candle, and that's where we closed a 12 hour candle. We closed it right inside the box. But notice how after that, it starts faking you, right? But the fact that it still stay there is still bullish or whatnot. It starts going down, and here we come to 8 o'clock, bounce back up, and close 9 o'clock inside. So the fact that we have this forward candle closing inside of here, well, the fact that we had this forward candle close inside of here, that was very bullish. Now, we would have had this forward candle close like this, way down below it, that would have been different. But the fact that it did that, and not just that, how Ethereum and Bitcoin were reacting. So what you're going to see now, or what you should see now, if it's still going to be very bullish, you're going to see, so we close at 9 by your 10:45 to 11:30 should be back in this region right here, especially this, passing this. So by 10:45 or 10:15, we should be up in this region, passing this, and by 12, we should have some sort of like big push on up or a strong candle and close up here. That way we close here at 1 o'clock. And then from 1 o'clock, again, we're going to try to fight through this, break it, and close the day here at 5 p.m. And again, we're going to have this very bullish Sunday or whatnot. If today, Saturday, we keep rejecting this area and by 1 o'clock, we're still down here, then the market is going to, either two things need to happen to be still bullish. The market needs to just bullshit till Sunday in this region right here, and then once Sunday comes, finally pass it one more time and close here Sunday night at 5 in the morning up here. But if not, if we keep rejecting this and by Saturday evening we start coming down here to the region like 1, 3 p.m. we're down here, then the market is most likely actually gonna dump it. Probably have to do with either with tariffs or something with the Fed. If by um, Sunday morning we don't see some sort of pullback and try to get back in here, that tells me that we're gonna, especially by 9 that we're still down here, or by 5 in the morning down here, that's very bad. If by 1 we're still somewhere down here, that means something really bad happened, whether it be tariffs or some sort of war issue or some shit like that. And you will most likely see the S&P close a little bit lower, or again, it could just be a crypto manipulation bullshit that won't affect the S&P 500. But most likely, 70% of the time, it does have to do with something with the market, how the market, what's really, especially when there's really actual bombs or something big like Iran, you will see it in crypto definitely. Now, so now that I explained how this whole 3 candle box is forming and how that third candle still has a lot more to go, that's how I'm seeing this play out. Because these candle boxes tend to fucking break up and do, let me see if I find one, and do this right here. Alright, so now we're gonna go to Bitcoin, and you see Bitcoin created I call it a floating island. It's a floating island. It hovers around and lives. Just imagine there's a floating island just in the sky, and it has this. You see movies or animations or whatnot. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z. How there's that purple being. I don't know what the fuck he is. He's black. He looks like a. I don't know. He has this. Anyways, when Goku dies and goes to heaven or whatever, he goes train over there in his little world. But there's another guy that has like this floating, I can't say it, floating, um, little land of his, whatever, whatnot. Anyways, you can see that this is the base, this is the foundation right here. Now, what I was telling the homie is like, hey, to keep this still active, still bullish, first of all, we need to maintain this floating island. That's gonna tell me that's what we need to do. That way, when the market opens, you can see there's a little downtrend happening. Watch. Right here. Stretch it out, make it orange because the daily. And if you notice, so these are the Fibonacci's. So watch. It's orange, red, and blue. So let me go orange. There's the orange 50 Fibonacci. You got the blue 8-hour candle right there, and red, I said, and red. So all these are right. It's right there. So either we lose it, or it's gonna do that move where it's gonna finally break through these Fibonacci's because they're fucking strong. They're 4-hour, 8-hour candle, and 12-hour candle, 50 Fibonacci's. So it's gonna finally break through that and close here at either at 1 p.m. We should be here by 1 p.m. and then by 5 close up here and whatnot. Or we're gonna end up still closing here at 5 p.m. but still gonna be very bullish. That way, so from Saturday night to Sunday morning, whatever, whatnot, it's gonna struggle trying to pass this and break through this weekly resistance right here because we have a weekly resistance. Watch, see, that's where we close the week. So that's what the blue line means right there. And Bitcoin doesn't have no 3 candle bucks, but it has your island to identify with XRP or to correlate. That's how you correlate them together because they're all synchronized. So Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum goes down, some of the altcoins or whatnot. So same with this. We got a daily. 12-hour candle closed at 5. 8-hour candle closed at 10 or 11. No, actually not closed at 5. Already closed at 9, I think. Or no, earlier at 6. And this 4-hour candle, so you can see that the support, the next drop support is here, and it makes sense because this is the foundation. This was not drop bullshit here and then go up again just to confirm the foundation. So what we need to see right here to still see very bullish, we need to first of all hold this little green jelly thing. Pretty much just tell you where the support is at to still be bullish. So as long as we maintain this, we're still bullish. The fact that it's rejecting here is telling you this where the concentration is at. We also do with the 12-hour candle, 4-hour candle, 8-hour candle Fibonacci's. That's what these mean. That's what it needs to do. It needs to watch by. Bring this shit forward because it's all the way over there. So sorry for all the lines and all the bullshit, people. So I like to dissect my graphs into sections. So sorry for all this mess. Turn these forward. These forward. Make the screen smaller. So by your 10:45 to 11:15, we need to shoot above this. That way, by 12:01 we can close above this, and then from 1 to 5 close here in the day, and then struggle throughout the night, the day to pass through this, get rejected, and go back down. Or if we continue where we are right now, we're gonna start going down by 11:45, 10:45, or 11:30 in between that area. And we should be down here. That way, then comes 1 o'clock, and then again they'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna go down 2, 3," and then as 4 or 5 comes, and again we're gonna maintain, just test the support, just how we're doing pretty much. But if by 5 o'clock we're down, or 3 o'clock we're down here, and 4 and 5 comes, and we start breaking this, then that's a fucking red flag. And you should see similar thing happening to Ethereum. Ethereum also has a 3 candle box. Sorry for all the shit. And yeah, 12-hour candle right here. So we have a 3 candle box. The third candle still end up closing inside, but it's not looking very good. So Ethereum is what's gonna tell me really where it's gonna head, where XRP is gonna go, and then where Bitcoin's gonna start heading down to whatnot. That's what Ethereum's gonna tell me. So here's a 12 candle box. If we keep rejecting this area where we are right now, 10:45, 11:15, 10:45, 11:30, we start coming down here, and then we still hold this shit. Either by 12:1, we gotta be back in here. If not, we hold 1 and we close down here. Then that'll bring Ethereum. Oh my bad. That is this Ethereum. Then that'll be in Bitcoin down to that support area, that floating island support area. Support area. And then you're gonna finally break it. You're gonna see especially if Ethereum falls down through here, you're gonna see Bitcoin break that. But if we do break down, this should be our next stop, and then we should start going back up here. And then there's gonna be, are we gonna make it back again, or are we gonna see it resist, and we're gonna come down here, or we're gonna pass Sunday throughout the night and go back up here again. You should see some of this thing down here again. Watch. Yeah, see, it should come down here, test this, respect the support of the support over there, and then go back up, try one more time, fail, and then finally try to break through it. It's gonna be thick, it's gonna be hard. So that's how I see this breaking down. If everything doesn't go as planned, timing and everything, whatnot. So I won't make this confusing or long. I'm gonna leave it like that, people, and then later on, most likely at 1 o'clock, I'll do an update to see where I think how the market's gonna play out and everything. Bring this over here because I still got a lot of time left. Anyways, alright, so this is Brian Seacrest signing out.